Today, I want to teach you how to never lose a game of Jenga again. I'm going to give you the tools and skills you need so you never lose a game of Jenga. Well, first, I want to teach you a quick little lesson understanding downward force. And what does that mean? Well, basically, you have a force that's constantly being put on your body 24/7 before you were born and even after you'll die, called gravity. Gravity is what's constantly pulling everything down. So for example, say if I were to take this top piece off and throw it up, it comes back down, as you can see, right? But if gravity did not exist, I throw this piece up and you'll never see it again. It'll go up and up and up and up and up and up. It'll just keep going. Where did that piece that's down here? Gravity is what makes things come back down. So when I throw it, the momentum that I generate from throwing it up, it'll keep going up for a little bit. That's the momentum I gave it as I transferred my energy from my arm to this piece. It goes up, and it immediately, once that momentum diminishes and gravity has a stronger force than my momentum, once they meet at the middle and gravity surpasses it, well, then that's when the piece will fall down. When I throw it up, meet, fall, basically like that. That is the downward force. When the downward force is stronger than the force its opposing force, when the down is stronger than the up, the down's gonna win. If the up is stronger than the down, eventually it's gonna catch up and go back down. It's what gravity prevents anything from passing it. There's a law to this. Say for example, if I were to build a house that was 100,000 pounds and I have 300 bricks to hold up the house, well, I have to calculate how much weight is each brick gonna have to carry to hold up my 100,000 pound house. And you can do that by doing some simple math. 100,000 divided by 300, that's 333 pounds per brick. When looking at your Jenga tower, you have 3 bricks down here at the bottom, and each one of those bricks is holding this thing up. For example, if this tower was 10 pounds, I have the 3 at the bottom here. Well, it will calculate, if this was 10 pounds, it'd be 3.3 pounds per each one of these little bricks that are holding it up. It's not 10 pounds, but if it was, 3.3 pounds per brick at the bottom. Your base matters in this case. So one way you can never lose in Jenga is if you were to visually look at this when you're playing with somebody else and y'all are pulling out pieces and making a, when it's very skinny and frail, if you look around and you see that one your base, what you do is you look down at the base and you go the first one and you look up. You look up on one side and you see how many bricks is the first piece holding up. Then you go to the second one. How many bricks is the second one holding up? Then you go to the third one. How many bricks is the third one pulling up? And whichever one's holding the most, that's the one you're going to want to work on that side. So now you're limited to just that side, and you pull out pieces that are going in the opposite direction. And those are the pieces you pull out, but which one do you pull out? Say for example, if the third brick on this side, in this section, if you were to divide this tower into 3 parts, and the third part was missing the most bricks, then you look on the third side, and you find whichever center piece is left going in that direction. See, when you have 2 edges, take them off right here, you have 2 edges like this, picture, 90 degrees from top to down view. You have 3 like this. On a third piece, if it's empty, 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 and there's still a center piece up here, well, you're going to want to pull that center piece out. Not the edge piece, not the right, not the left, the center one. Because the weight can evenly distribute the downward force of whatever is above that with the left and right. It's even. But if you took out the right one and it was just the center one, well, now the weight is, there's more weight being pushed on these 2, but then you have this big gap on this side. And with that gap, there's still going to be weight trying to fight that, and that could lead to a fracture and cause the whole thing to tumble. So a quick recap, to never lose a game of Jenga ever again, you just got to look. Go to your base, go to the very bottom, count 1, 2, 3, and then just divide each part all the way to the top and see which one has the least number of horizontal pieces on that side. And once you find whichever one has the most on it, then that's the one you're going to pull out the horizontal centerpiece. If you do what I just told you, you'll never lose a game of Jenga ever again. Thank you for watching. That is the Jenga strategy. Thank you. Have a good one.